What is up, everybody? We have the WWE Elimination Chamber coming up this weekend out of Chicago, and this is my official predictions video. Before we get into it, though, you're here because you like wrestling content. I'm here because I make wrestling content. So make sure and hit that subscribe button. Come follow us. Come check out some of my other videos. I'm sure there's going to be something that you like around here. Now, let's make some predictions. We have 4 matches on the card and 1 mystery box to predict. First match we're here to talk about is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. Should be a really fun match. This is AJ Lee's first singles match since returning to the WWE. If I remember correctly, she's only had 2 official matches since she's returned. She was in that mixed tag team match with CM Punk versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, which they won. She was also part of the Women's War Games match at Survivor Series, part of the Babyface team, which also won. Did they win? I think they won. I don't quite remember, but I think they won. But she hasn't had a singles match yet. So this is her first time coming out and doing that, doing it out of Chicago, her adoptive home. Should be a really fun match. The crowd is going to be really hyped to see her, again, return to the ring as a singles competitor. Unfortunately for her, I don't think that she's going to win this match. I think that this story is bound to go even longer. I think that the ultimate finish to this feud is, like, this is a WrestleMania feud. So I think that this story is going to drag on all the way to WrestleMania. I think that this being her first singles match back, I don't think that she loses anything by losing this match, right? Like, you can definitely tell a story of someone who's a little bit rusty in the ring, right? Someone who doesn't have her tag team partners or her match partners with her to kind of pick up the slack a little bit. You can definitely tell the story of a veteran who is trying to make her return, and she has to grind up to finally win and win that title that she wants. She made a big deal about when she was competing back 10 years ago. There was only that Divas title that everyone was fighting for, and she loved that title. But hey, look, there's other titles that she wants now, and she wants the IC Championship. And I do think that she will eventually get it. But like I said, I think that this is bound to be longer, to take longer, to be a WrestleMania feud that eventually does end with AJ Lee winning the IC Championship. So I do think that she loses this one. She might be involved in like another singles match. Like maybe Becky Lynch will be like, you'll have to beat me in a non-title match in order to get another title shot kind of thing. And then she might win that and then have the grudge match be a WrestleMania match for that title. So yeah, at the Elimination Chamber. However, for this IC Championship match, I don't think that AJ Lee wins. So Becky Lynch is my official prediction for winning this match. We also have CM Punk versus Finn Balor for the WWE Men's World Heavyweight Championship. Is that what it's called? That's a mouthful. But we have Finn Balor versus CM Punk. I don't think that there is a single percent, 1/10 of a percent of a chance that Finn Balor is winning this match. The match is out of Chicago. We're not taking the championship away from CM Punk in Chicago this close to WrestleMania. All of the WrestleMania posters all over Las Vegas already have CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I do think that this is going to be something for Finn Balor. Maybe we'll get a Finn Balor face turn. Maybe this is when Finn Balor finally turns against the Judgment Day, and that's the story that we tell at WrestleMania. Maybe Finn Balor's the person that goes after the IC Championship against Dom. Maybe we get a triple threat match at WrestleMania between Dom, Finn Balor, and Penta, because I'm pretty sure Penta's going to get screwed for the IC title this week as well at Monday Night Raw. But I don't think that this is the match where Finn Balor wins the big one finally. I don't think that that's what we're going to get here. It's funny to even think about. So yeah, CM Punk is my favorite to win this match. He is my official prediction for this match. I have this little bit of a feeling that WWE is going to pivot because we had the whole Masked Man thing, which I do think was supposed to be a new faction that was being introduced for a Seth Rollins return. They were attacking Division, but Division's pretty much done. Everyone in Division is injured. Logan Paul and Austin Theory are the only two members remaining. That's not a faction. These two are not a faction. I'm sorry, they're just not. So I think that something in me tells me that WWE is pivoting, and we're going to see a masked man attack at this match. I feel like we're going to show this faction that is becoming the Seth Rollins faction. I think that they're going to turn their sights onto CM Punk now, considering how much Seth Rollins hates CM Punk. Something in me just tells me that that's what WWE is going to do with this pivot that they're going to have to do with all of these injuries. So I don't know. That's just something as in like a side that I thought of that maybe might happen. But in terms of a winner here tonight, I'm sticking to CM Punk defeating Finn Balor and retaining as the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's what it's called, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Before we get into the actual Elimination Chamber matches, it's time to predict what's in this box, right? We had this crate box thing delivered to Monday Night Raw, what was it, 2 weeks ago now? So it's been on 2 Monday Night Raws. It was on last week's SmackDown. It'll probably be at this week's SmackDown, although I don't know. No, this SmackDown isn't in Chicago, so Adam Pearce ascended to Chicago, so it has the day of being open on the Elimination Chamber. A lot of speculation about maybe a wrestler being in there. I think it'd be a lot of fun if it was a wrestler like Kevin Owens returning to the WWE. I don't think that it's Chris Jericho. I don't think that it's a Danhausen. I don't think that it's anyone jumping from AEW to WWE, considering that the people that have been speculated to be doing that soon are still on the AEW website. So I don't think that Chris Jericho or Danhausen are making their appearance on WWE programming at the Elimination Chamber. I could be wrong. I absolutely could be wrong. It'd be a lot of fun if I'm wrong. But I do think that if we get a return like Kevin Owens coming out of that box from this long injury that he suffered, I think that that would get a huge pop, and it would absolutely be worth the mystery of this box. Unfortunately, I don't think that we're getting anything like that. Listen, shout out to C Wrestling for this, because he's mentioned it a couple times now. Love his videos, by the way. Go check him out if you haven't. Although if you're here and you haven't seen him, there's definitely no one that hasn't seen his videos that's here. But I like his prediction for this box, and you know what? I'm gonna go with what he said. I think that what we're going to get at the Elimination Chamber once they open this box is the WWE Draft Podium, considering that both GMs are going to be part of the segment that opened this box. I think we're going to get a podium for the WWE Draft, and we're going to shake up the rosters. And you know what? I'm not a huge fan of the draft. I'm not a huge fan of them making a show out of it, but I do think that these rosters do need some shaking up. So why not? Let's have a draft. Let's move some wrestlers around and make both shows a little bit more exciting. So my official prediction for whenever they open this box at the Elimination Chamber is the WWE Draft Podium. All right, now let's get into what we're all here to talk about, right? The Elimination Chamber matches themselves. So we have the Women's Elimination Chamber match. We now know that the winner of this match will go on to face Jade Cargill. We had Liv Morgan make her choice this week on Monday Night Raw. We saw her officially challenge Stephanie Vaquer for her Women's World Championship. So what's left? I didn't even consider this. What's left are the two SmackDown champions. So the winner of both of these matches gets to face the big champions on SmackDown, the world champions on SmackDown, WWE champion. Anyway, the winner of this Women's Elimination Chamber faces Jade Cargill, the WWE Women's Champion over on SmackDown. We have Kiana James, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, and Tiffany Stratton. I think that there is only one clear winner in this match. There's one maybe, but there's only one person that can draw in a WrestleMania main event type match against Jade Cargill. If we go down the list, I don't think it's Kiana James. I think that Kiana James has been doing some great work recently. I feel like WWE has really been pushing her as a great in-ring competitor, which she absolutely is. She's had a couple of really great matches, including the Royal Rumble. But I think that the story that we're going to see here is one of Alexa Bliss beating Kiana James, of her pinning Kiana James, of her, starting a new feud with Kiana James, because I do think that Alexa Bliss will eventually be the person that dethrones Julia for the US Championship. And I think that this is where that feud starts. I think starting something with Kiana James that bleeds into Monday or Friday Night Smackdown. Eventually she, works her way through Kiana James, going up against Julia and eventually defeating her for the US Championship. So getting rid of two of the competitors here. I don't think it's Kiana James and I don't think it's Alexa Bliss. I think Raquel Rodriguez would be a really fun winner of this match. I do think that it's time for WWE to push her, for WWE to have her win a big major singles title. You know what? Have her win even a mid-card title. I think it's time for Raquel Rodriguez to have some sort of singles gold around her waist. Unfortunately, I don't think that this is when they do it. I would be so happy if they push Raquel Rodriguez, or Raquel Rodriguez wins this match. But considering the other competitors here, I don't think that she's going to be the person to win this match and to go up against Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. I just don't think that has the star power that WWE is looking for. Asuka's great. Asuka's here to be, the big heel that gets under Rhea Ripley's skin, right? She is here to be a nuisance to Rhea Ripley. She is here to put on an amazing match. She's here to cause violence, to use the cage as a weapon. She's just here to be amazing, as Asuka always is. But I don't think that Asuka's gonna win this match. Tiffany Stratton has a chance. I'm not gonna lie. I played with it a little bit in my mind about whether or not Tiffany Stratton could win this match, and she absolutely could. Her and Jade Cargill, that is who Jade Cargill dethroned for this title at that Saturday night's main event. I feel like, sure, we could have some sort of story with Tiffany Stratton going after Jade to win her title back. However, I feel like the cards are dealt. I feel like we can all see it in the cards, and I think that Rhea Ripley is going to win the Elimination Chamber. She's going to go on to WrestleMania to face Jade Cargill in a fun, classic babyface versus heel match. Someone who everyone absolutely loves, to push Jade as this absolutely menacing heel. So I do think Rhea Ripley wins this match, and her and Jade Cargill build the story going into WrestleMania. That honestly, you don't need a lot of story between these two. They're two very physical wrestlers, two people that if you just put them next to each other, you're like, yeah, I want to see this match. So I do think that Rhea Ripley wins the Elimination Chamber and goes off to face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. On to the men's Elimination Chamber. This is a very interesting match because you have 5 baby faces and one heel that everyone absolutely loves in Trick Williams. So the 6 competitors are Trick Williams, Jey Uso, who 100% should not be in this match. He was not supposed to be in this match, but he is. So we have Trick Williams, Jey Uso, Javon Evans, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton, right? Again, Jey Uso not supposed to be in this match. I don't think this spot was supposed to be Bronson Reed. Obviously, he suffered an injury on Monday Night Raw during that qualifying match, so he's out. Jey Uso's in. He's not winning this match. I feel like WWE has an opportunity here to tell that story that I've been wanting to see for so long, of Jey Uso just failing and failing again and being like, something needs to change. I need to change something about myself, and just having a completely new narrative, a completely new approach to the Jey Uso character. Yes, the yeeting is fun, but the guy is stuck as the Sami Zayn of Monday Night Raw, right? The guy who tasted sweet success and has not been able to achieve it again. And he always gets so close, but not close enough. So I feel like WWE has the opportunity to tell a great story with Jey Uso at this Elimination Chamber. I feel like him getting eliminated by maybe a Trick Williams would be a really fun you know, story that we can drag for a bit. Trick Williams versus Jey Uso would be a very fun, maybe WrestleMania match. I don't think so, because I don't think that that's what WWE has in mind for Trick Williams. I think that Trick Williams is going to face Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. So there's another competitor that I don't think is winning this. Jey Uso was supposed to be Bronson Reed, and I think that here we were supposed to get an LA Knight Bronson Reed, match build, right? They were supposed to go off on each other. They were supposed to just focus on each other. LA Knight had the Vision, in sight. He was ready to attack the Vision. He had been attacking the Vision since his return at the Royal Rumble, since he was last taken out by the Vision for, what was it, like 3 or 4 weeks, after Bronson tsunami'd him into a car and just rode him off TV for a bit. So I do think that we were supposed to get something between LA Knight and LA Knight and Bronson Reed, but we're not going to get that. And I don't think that LA Knight is winning this match either. Javon Evans is just here to steal the show. That is what Javon Evans is here for. He is here to do something crazy off of one of the chambers, off of the cage. He is just here to give us he's here to give us the moments in this match, right? The moments that make us go, holy crap! The moments that make us jump out of our seat, the moments that just make this match so much fun, right? That is what he's here for. I don't think that he's in this match to win. So the only 2 real competitors for me, as far as I can tell in this match, are Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Look, there's a chance that Randy Orton wins this match. There's a chance that Drew McIntyre or Jacob Fatu come in here and just absolutely screw CM Punk, right? CM Punk absolutely screw Cody Rhodes. We've seen it done before. We saw it last year at the Elimination Chamber. Seth Rollins come in and stomp CM Punk, giving John Cena the win in the Elimination Chamber. I feel like you can have that moment again in this match. However, WWE has been hinting at who Drew McIntyre's next feud is against. I'm hoping that we do get some sort of interference by Jacob Fatu here, and we build that triple threat match at WrestleMania that I've been wanting between Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre. Maybe Jacob Fatu just, gets involved in their feud throughout the build for WrestleMania, and some way or another he gets put into this match, into a triple threat match. That's really my hope for all of this. But I do think that the cards are on the table. WWE has showed us their hand, and the winner of this match is going to be Cody Rhodes, and he's going to go off to challenge Drew McIntyre for the WWE Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania. And I feel like somewhere down the line, you saw Nick Aldis promised Jacob Fatu a title shot soon. He said, just give me some time, be patient with me. You will get your title shot. Maybe his title shot comes at WrestleMania in form of a triple threat match. But as far as the Elimination Chamber match is concerned, as far as the men's Elimination Chamber match is concerned, I think the final 2 are Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, because we also want to tell that story for the future, and the ultimate winner in this match is Cody Rhodes. So there you have it. Those are my official predictions for WWE's Elimination Chamber. Should be a really fun show this weekend. Not just the chamber matches themselves, but we have AJ Lee, I'm sure, in what's going to be a really fun match against Becky Lynch in her adoptive home of Chicago. We have CM Punk in his hometown of Chicago defending the title against Finn Balor, which, again, I don't think that there's a single chance in hell. What is a snowball's chance in hell that Finn Balor is winning this match. But I do think that we're still just going to get a really fun match. We obviously have the 2 Elimination Chamber matches, which are always a lot of fun to see. Just put a bunch of people in a ring in a cage. Yeah, you're going to get a fun match. So I'm really excited for that. The mystery box, I do feel like a lot of people are going to be disappointed in this whole thing. I think the build was just stronger than the reveal itself. The build wasn't strong either, right? But WWE just makes us hope sometimes. But I do think that we're ultimately just going to get a draft podium. But let me know what you think. Let me know how wrong you think I am. Let me know what you think is going to be in this box. Let me know who you think are winning the Elimination Chamber matches and going off to WrestleMania. But anyway, though, since you made it this far, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to check out some of my other videos. There's a lot of fun content on this channel. I haven't been posting a lot recently because life is lifing. But I plan to post a lot more. I plan to post a lot more AEW content coming up. So please come check me out. Check that stuff out. If this is your type of thing, feel free to hit that subscribe. Feel free to hit that like. Feel free to hit that video that's going to be somewhere over here. I'm sure you'll like it. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure you'll like it. Anyway, though, as always, until next time, have a nice day.